It's Mr. Evans in Food Preparation and Nutrition. I'm here to talk to you a little bit more about the GCSE if you choose to take it for Key Stage 4. So, why you should choose this subject? We have both theory and practical lessons, so if you don't like to be stuck doing theory all of the time, we do have that practical element too. So again, we're a bit more hands-on than a lot of other subjects. You'll learn how to make positive choices when purchasing and making food. So again, this is really good. It's a strong life skill to have as well. And again, it just helps you take charge of your diet and the food you buy and eat. You will learn a strong life skill that will stay with you forever. So being able to cook to a good standard is a great life skill to have. And it means you'll be more self-sufficient as you get older, and you'll be able to look after yourself too. It's a good stepping stone to a career in the food industry. Lots and lots of different jobs in the food industry. I'll talk to you a little bit more about those at the end of this presentation. But again, it's a really, really good stepping stone to get a good understanding of food and the jobs that it could potentially lead to, or even just further study if not just thinking about jobs too. So what will you study? So food preparation, so that's the practical lessons where we're going to be looking at developing our cooking and practical skills. Food, health and nutrition, so that looks at all parts of health and nutrition, all the different nutrients and how we can stay healthy. And again, these two link together quite well because you will be applying your knowledge of health and nutrition in food practical lessons too. Food science, so food science is quite a big module. And you'll look at the function of ingredients, why ingredients are used in some recipes, and the part they have to play. So this is quite extensive. We do a lot on food science. And if you enjoy doing science, then I think you'll definitely enjoy doing the food part of science too. Food provenance. So food provenance is looking at where food comes from. So things like air miles and how far food travels from other countries and even local foods. And supporting local businesses and just knowing how far food has travelled when it's on your plate, when it's come from a farm or another country. Food choice. So again, food choice, lots and lots of different elements of food choice, whether it's due to diet choices like vegetarianism, or if people have allergies like lactose intolerance or celiac disease. We even look at how religion affects our food choice. So there's lots and lots of different factors that affect our food choice. So again, some of them is that we don't have a choice because they could be due to allergies, and then other things we choose to follow certain diets. So we do dig quite deep into that. And sixth, food safety. So I'm just going to go back, so I skipped over that. Food safety. So looking how to handle food in a safe way so we don't cause food poisoning to ourselves and others around us, and just overall how to use equipment safely, and even knives and all the equipment, so you can carry on working with food in a safe environment, both physically and making sure that you don't give anybody food poisoning too. So skills you will learn. So we do a lot of knife skills. I know in year 7 and 8 that you've done lessons on knife skills already, but we'll carry on practicing those and progress those further. Skills are using the hob and boiling and simmering, just typical oven control as well, so we get to use the equipment to the best of its ability, and we can use that safely too. Presentation skills, so we work on these as we get later on to year 10 and year 11, ready for when we do the coursework, so we can present our food and make it look as good as possible. Again, kitchen and food safety, so we're going to look at the safety skills in order so you can look after food and look after yourself properly in a safe way. And another skill is how to produce our own food labels and do nutritional information. You may have seen these before on foods that you buy in the supermarkets. We make our own food labels for food products, and then we get to have a good understanding of how to read them and how to interpret them. So again, we can make good choices for ourselves. These obviously aren't all the skills you're going to learn, but I thought these 5 are a good starting point to mention. So how you'll be assessed. Year 9 and 10, you'll have a variety of theory and practical assessments to monitor your progress. So again, you're not always going to be doing writing tests. There are some writing tests, obviously, but there's a lot of practical assessments in there too. So we work on these, and then we can just monitor your progress, how you've worked through that module, and those grades will go on your mark book on Go for School. Year 11 is slightly different. It's broken into 2 parts, how you'll have a final grade at the end of year 11. So 50% of that is coursework, broken down into 2 pieces of coursework. NEA 1, which is the science investigation, which is worth 15% of that 50% coursework. NEA 2, the food preparation task, is 35% of that 50%. The food preparation task is where you cook. You have the final cook where you cook 3 dishes in 3 hours. And again, that will be half of the GCSE in year 11. Your final GCSE, half of it is made up of this coursework. And then the other 50% is a written exam. That takes place in the summer. And they will cover all 6 of those modules that I spoke about at the beginning. So again, really good. So it's not 100% writing for your final grade. You have got 50% coursework and you have got 50% exam. So it does break it down nicely. So just having a look at some of the year 11 work that was done last year. You can see it goes to their 3 dishes in 3 hours. Just a little sample of things that can be done. We have a look how, like the lemon meringue pie. The person there that made that, he's demonstrated his knowledge in food science and then food preparation as well, because he's done all the piping to make it look really nice. And he's brought lots of skills together and been able to demonstrate everything he's learned over the 3 years. So what you could go on to do with this subject. So there's lots of different things you could do. If you want to, after year 11, study food further, you can go and do A-level food. That'll even set you up really, really well for, let me just move my face out of the way, for going to university, so study food and nutrition at university. But then if you didn't want to go down the school route, there's lots of things you can do, like you could become a chef, nutritionist, food stylist, where you can do work for magazines and take photos, and that can be a really interesting side to food as well. You can work in factories as well, designing food such as ready meals, so anything from a ready meal curry to a sandwich is the new product development team, and the food technologists work along with those food development teams too. And also going back to the theory side for studying, it's a really good stepping stone for studying hospitality and catering at college. So there's such a wide variety that you could choose to do with food. So many different sides. It's a huge industry. So again, it's a really, really good stepping stone to just get you into the world of food. Okay, so I hope this has been informative. If you have got any other questions, you can come and see me in T5 and I'll hopefully be able to explain a little bit more to you. But I hope this has been informative and thank you for listening. Bye.